Not today. Jump in and hang on. Friendly Redditor. This one's kinda long. My apologies for your troubles. I'll give you 2 MCs for the price of 1. Scroll on down for the TL. Doctor, if you wish. My now ex boss was hired after me and relied heavily on me to run the department, which I did. Before his arrival, I ran the department by myself and had near complete autonomy. I only answered to the owner and his son. Since I was expected to do everything on my own, I was well versed in the contents of my job description and I followed them to the letter. Once the new boss came on, our department got more responsibility, to include other buildings on the property. Since I was previously not responsible for the other buildings, I decided to do an audit inspection of the buildings to make sure they were compliant with codes, regulations, etc. One of the buildings was seriously non-compliant. They needed to either shut the building down and fix everything or tear it down completely and start over. Since my job description specifically stated that I was to conduct audits and recommend building closures due to unsafe working conditions, that's exactly what I did by email to my boss and senior management. Well, my boss had a fit. He said I never should have sent that email and how dare I tell the owner what to do with his company, etc. I told him it was part of my job description and showed him the exact sentence. He didn't care, which pissed me off because it was employee safety we were talking about. I made a fairly big stink about how terrible it was that they cared more about production than they did about safety. I got marched into a conference room with my boss and the HR manager and they proceeded to berate me for 20 minutes about my unprofessionalism and my insubordination. I asked them how it was possible that I was being insubordinate when I was following my job description. They had no answer for that and instead said they needed to see an increase in my performance or else. From that day forward, my boss required me to send him a daily report of every single thing I did so he could make sure I was doing my job to his expectation and that I didn't send inappropriate emails to the owner. MC number 1. I sent him timestamped emails for every single thing I did. 0701 read email from person. 0702 replied to person. S email. 0704 read email from other person. You get the idea. The first day, I sent him 119 emails of things I did, including my use of the bathroom. Now on to the next. Remember when I said I knew my job description? One of the bullet points stated that I was expected to liaise with outside agencies to conduct inspections of the facilities to ensure compliance with local, state, and federal regulations. One such outside agency was the local fire inspector, who we knew was coming on a Friday, all the way up until Thursday evening. My boss was expecting me to accompany the fire inspector during the inspection. He even reassigned things on my calendar to make sure I was free on Friday morning. Friday morning arrived and I was getting ready for the fire inspector. My boss came in the office and said, "I need you to hang out in the office today. Other person is going to do the walk with the fire inspector." It caught me by surprise. I'll admit, I told him that it was specifically part of my job description to do the inspection and reminded him that he had recently told me to increase my performance. He said, "You're not doing it." Me. "Is it because you think I'll report all of the deficiencies and get this place shut down?" Quote, "Boss, it's not that at all." Me. "Just so I understand you completely. You're telling me you don't want me to do my job." Boss. "Not today." Here's the second MC. Dear Redditor, I sat in my office and played games on my computer the entire day. I also made sure to comply with his daily email requirement at the end of the day. It was the only email I sent. 0730 computer work 1600 left. TL. Dr. MC1 boss required daily emails detailing my day. I sent him a separate email for every single thing I did. MC2 boss told me not to do my job. So I sat in the office and played games on my computer all day. Not the brightest boss. Sounds like a complete waste. Did he get fired? You quit or the business close? Wow, your new boss is an idiot. Be careful though, don't want to give them an excuse to fire you. If you reported to the owner and son, I assume you've developed a relationship with them. I'd mention to them the legal liability your boss wants to expose them to. Wait, you can't leave us hanging. What happened with the inspection? Did they ever come up to code? Inquiring minds. Yeah now? Sounds like you need to contact all outside agencies and report all the violations. Devil's in the paperwork. The rest is up to management to burn in hell. I'm talking to the mole now. Should I tell them about the OSHA report I filed? I just have to wonder what goes through the minds of bosses like this. So, what happened with the inspection? I'm trying to be an attentive post host. But it's late for me, so I'm going to bed. I'll reply in the morning. Thanks and stay safe. Then what happened? Your story is missing any fallout. Update me. Update me. Remember your paper trail. Friday's report. 0700 met with boss. Was instructed not to accompany fire inspector. 0715 read email. Exclamation mark. Remind me 2 days. Was there any fallout to this? Did the inspection get done? What did the other person do? Update me. Up until I read some of your replies, I was under the impression you were on good terms with the owner and son. I was wondering when boss plus hour were roasting you why you didn't just go chat with the owner afterwards. I'd love an update on this as well. Seems the owner is going to be questioning the new boss etc. as to why none of it read fixed and taken care of before the inspection, and your old boss is gonna have to explain why they didn't do it. I'd have the mole make sure to tell the owner of Yaop had said something about it but was told to not report to you and not have anything fixed. Seems you actually had a good relationship with the owner?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.